right, good morning. Welcome in. We are live, and man, football last night. Can we sneak a college game in tonight? I didn't want to look and be disappointed. Is there a game? No, we have to.
No, it's tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Coastal against App State is tomorrow night. That's a pretty good game, actually.
That's going to be a great game.
Yeah, that line is ridiculously too short for Coastal. But that aside, we had Monday Night Football last night, closed down the week for a lot of people. And what an ending in Tennessee. I was very disappointed with the Titans head coach to start the half. But what can you do? At that point, though, we now have word here in Philadelphia, more so than anything. I can't believe it. It's finally taken something to knock off, right? Not even Matt Nahagian today would say, let's get it back to the Eagles.
Right.
I don't know about that.
Well,
I don't know.
True. That is
true. Just talk football.
Who cares? Not as many people as you think care about Ben Simmons.
If you
we have the data.
If you're not talking football, you have to ask yourself why.
Well,
he actually said that. It was one of the greatest quotes of all time.
Amazing. We're going to track down the Ben Simmons press conference.
I mean, I just don't care.
Now, what do you think is going to happen here today? Now, let's be clear.
All right, let's say what should happen. How about we go from that way?
All right,
start
with what should
happen then.
Look, I apologize. You guys have always welcomed me as a player. You've always been on my side. Why wouldn't I, want to come back? It's a money situation. Has a lot to do with, I just didn't feel comfortable the way things were going. And that's it in a nutshell, But I apologize. I'm gonna go out there and play the best brand of basketball I can play. I'm gonna work on the things I need to work on. I apologize for what happened in the playoffs.
Okay, so my first question would be, why did you hold out then?
I'm just saying what I would say.
No, I know, but I'm saying if it were you saying that, my question to you would be, why did you then hold out?
I wasn't in a good place, things just weren't going in the direction I felt that they should have went during that time, my time of need.
Okay,
I was needy at that time.
What is that direction?
For your time of need, correct?
I was just going through something,
This whole thing makes no sense, man.
You're right. I can't say the right words because I can't see myself. I can't see myself being in that situation. But I know he better apologize to this fan base, or it's going to be hell.
I don't
for
think
him
he's
for the rest
apologizing. Of Do you think he's apologizing, Eytan?
No, that's my whole point in this, which is Barrett speaks for like 90% of any professional athlete as he's played at the highest level to be able to come and explain, okay, this is what happened, and explaining it from your side to try to mitigate some damage. And the other 8 to 9% are the Ben Simmons of the world, where this whole thing makes no sense unless the end game is still this guy never plays a second for the Sixers and gets traded. If that's the case in hindsight, then we look back and say, all right, well, then the holdout made sense.
That's not realistic, though.
It made sense.
It's not realistic. You think it's realistic? You think he's not going to play right now?
I don't think he plays. I think that they are going to honestly believe that they are going to hold him out because of conditioning, or at least this week.
Right. Yeah, because that's an easy out, actually.
Let's place a bet, Barrett. You think?
I think you're right, Eytan. I think it's an easy
man
out.
On this show doesn't even want to take that bet. Barrett, what does that tell you?
No, he's right. And I think that, because that's an easy one for them to pass off. I mean, he just basically rejoined the team. They weren't really monitoring, or he wasn't allowing them to monitor anything that he was doing over the last couple of months. So, conditioning is exactly the way they should go if they want to keep him off the floor. And I think they do.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I want to see Howard Eskin get into it with my man today. This is a day where we need the Burger King to do his job. Just do your job and go and cite something.
All right,
I mean, we haven't had a great press conference, at least with the Sixers, or really anybody in Philadelphia sports since AI did it way back when. We need another AI moment.
Right, because we didn't get anything from Carson.
No.
Nothing from Doug.
Zach Ertz was a good press conference, but it was, it was very respectful, and everybody did the right things there.
Right.
But
we didn't get anything yet.
No, we need an antagonist to go in there and stir shit up.
We didn't even get anything from Alshon. We didn't get anything.
No.
We got word from somewhere else. He was sending smoke signal somewhere else, but we didn't get really word from him.
Right.
So we need a fire, man. And I don't think he's that type. He's not the confrontational type, though. Ben is he's not one of those guys up in your face. He's not a guy that's gonna go out and be like, like me. I would cuss you the hell out. You know what I'm saying?
That's why we need Eskin to really get into his kitchen.
To get under the skin.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So think of this. And I'll tweet this. I'll tag you guys in here and everybody else. JAKIB Media, the Middle Show, of course. But in honor of Eskin versus Simmons, and I've hashtagged this now.
You have?
Yes.
Is it trending yet?
No. I've just hashtagged Eskin vs. Simmons, myself, because they do that with fights. You get a hashtag with a fight.
Right.
So in honor of Eskin versus Simmons, what's the best back and forth with a media member and player in the history of pro sports? Now, does that first make sense? Like, if you read that, does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Yes.
What is the best back and forth with the media? And yeah, that does totally.
I haven't heard anything. The best I was there to really talk about was probably for Who for What, my rookie year.
Mm-hmm.
I was with Ricky.
Yeah.
Now, do you remember? But that wasn't necessarily a back and forth, right? That was him getting peppered and him saying, like, responding.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like, remember, and I'll give you an example of what I mean. Do you remember when Sam Carchidi was filling in for somebody on the baseball beat and
Brett Myers. Yes.
Goes after him, and Carchidi's like, I'm just filling in.
Right.
What?
Yeah, it was great.
Oh, we got to find that one, man.
That was classic.
Brett Myers versus Sam Carchidi, right? Did he call him like the R word? You can't even say half the shit that he called him anymore.
Not anymore. No.
What about
August 25th? Myers was involved in an altercation with beat writer Sam Carchidi after Myers gave up 2 home runs against the Padres. Comments made by both the player and reporter sent Myers into a profanity-laced verbal tirade with Carchidi, in which Myers called him the R word, threatened to knock him out, while other members of the Phillies and media tried to separate the two.
Yeah.
The R word?
Yeah.
Yeah. Retard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
that word doesn't even exist anymore.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Ash on the stream reminds us Voracek, when Voracek went after Sealski.
Oh,
remember that? That was last year.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Oh, didn't we play the hell out of that?
We did.
Thanks,
we did.
We appreciate that big time.
Yeah, that was.
What about you're right with Voracek, but what about the sconces incident? What did they go back and forth that time?
With
the Eagles and cornerback from he just came from the
Baltimore.
Ravens.
Yeah. And then he ended up with
what
Seattle.
Was his name? Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget his name.
Sconcegate is what they were calling it. That was like back in May or June, in like during mini camps and stuff.
Right.
There you go, Kerry Williams.
Kerry Williams, yeah.
I knew the stream would come through. Kerry Williams, I was working with my sconces, man. I was, waiting for my sconces to get put up. Man.
I had to look up what the hell a sconce was.
Right.
No, nobody did.
What is a sconce?
It wasn't with a certain reporter, though, right? It wasn't like McLean and your boy Fletcher. Yeah, Jasner and AI used to have battles. That's a great one.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
All of these, like the sconces, so many of our guys here who have played have coined phrases and have these phrases that have come out, but that's usually under pressure, right?
Right.
Like that's something that's under pressure to where a bunch of fans have been calling up radio stations and then reporters reflect and ask questions. And finally, Ricky Williams or Kerry Williams or anybody else was like, screw this shit. I'm fighting back. And that's when you get this stuff. But it's not like a back and forth, though, right? Like a specific.
Yeah. Boom Bap 75 reminds us of another great one. Charlie Manuel versus Eskin back in the day. Won't you drop by my office then?
Yeah.
Remember that one where that came from?
Right.
That was awesome. Charlie was awesome. He was great. Now, what was some of the other? Oh, yeah. I see Jimmy Blues says
I see one here, yeah.
he wants Howard Eskin to call Benjamin Benjamin to his face.
Oh,
because there's no J in Benjamin because he doesn't have a jump shot. That is so great. Hey, Benjamin.
Here's the thing, though.
I mean, Benjamin.
Howard won't do that because in his mind, like he's not going to stoop down to that. And
no,
I'm not
I know.
defending Howard. I'm just saying, like, we all want, like, he's not going to turn it into a radio show. Is my point.
It would be funny if.
No. Don't get me wrong. It would be
amazing.
Hilarious.
Why don't we get our boy Mike Gill to go in there and ask some question that gets
he down?
people
Is he up
pissed
there?
off? Dude, he drove up from the shore to go to a preseason game a couple of weeks ago.
Well, he's also
insane.
like a fan too.
Yeah, I know. He's
insane. I'd like to go up and catch a preseason game.
Why would you drive an hour and a half to watch a preseason game?
Not I.
He's insane.
Unless it's football, I wouldn't do it. And even then, I wouldn't.
Still,
I wouldn't do football. I have to do it for work.
Right. I hate to do it.
Money versus Larry Merchant. How about that? Mayweather?
Oh, yeah.
How about Mike Tyson? Did he ever? Oh, man. Do you remember this one? Get off your station.
What?
If you don't like it, then get off your station.
Was that with Jim Gray?
No, it was with Russ Salzberg.
Oh, okay. In New York.
Yeah. See, I don't know if we can play this, so I'm just going to play the.
He was the Shweta of the Shweta and the Schmooze.
You have to picture this up. Yes, you have to picture this right now. It's a dual box, right? So you're looking at. I'm just going to show you a still shot of what it looks like, of what Mike Tyson looks like, and you can see. And then I'm going to play the audio because this might be one of the best ever. Tyson has had his share of quotables. Don't get me wrong. But this might be the best ever right here, honestly, when you look at this thing. All right, let me see here because you're going to have to look at the still shot. Hold on a second.
All right. Does Salzberg have one of those big garish sweaters on?
You know what? Let's see. This is Mike, okay?
Yeah. WWOR. Yep.
And
no, he's got a suit on.
Yeah, he's got a suit.
Yeah, okay.
Because he's doing the sports show. And look how tight.
Right.
Mike, why you got to talk like that? All right, so I'm going to play you. This is magic right here. All right.
Well, both 6-1 underdog.
Underdog.
Come on. It's Freeman here. Are you serious?
6-1 underdog.
Let's go.
Francois both 6-1 underdog.
What is going on here?
Francois both.
Remember that fight?
Yes.
Wait a second. Do you remember this? Oh my God.
I don't know anything about that. I don't know nothing about numbers.
What
I can do?
How about
Kill this mother?
Okay. How about 19 months off?
What about it? What about it?
Does it pose any problem to you?
We'll see. I doubt it seriously.
You take into the ring a lot of rage. Does that work for you or does it work against you at times?
You know, who cares? We're in a fight anyway. What does it matter?
Well, for example, rage against Evander Holyfield worked against you.
Well, it. It's a fight. So whatever happens, happens.
Talk like that.
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. Do you have a problem? Turn off your station.
You know what? I think we'll end the discussion right now.
Then we could.
You got it. Have a nice fight, Mike.
Off.
Yes. Yes.
He got one last hook in there.
Yeah.
Right,
And it was a full screen shot of him, too, as he said it, Harry. That's the best.
I mean, the referee was in between him, and he still just got him with just a big hook to the temple.
You gotta love that, man.
How great is that? Oh my God.
Have a nice fight, Mike.
Yeah.
F off.
Off. Yeah, right there at the end.
Oh, that's
And it's a
beautiful.
full screenshot. You can see the producer yelling, the director, full screen on Mike, right, to get his final reaction, right? And he's just sitting there. Off. It's amazing. Now, you think it's gonna get that heated
No,
today?
I wish.
No?
God, I would. No, it won't even approach that.
Oh my!
It should though.
Oh,
I'm not saying, but Ben's not that type of guy. He's not that. He doesn't have that much character to be that type of guy, man. He's not gonna press the envelope,
right.
you know. So I mean, I doubt seriously if you see that at all. In fact, I know you won't see that at all. He's just not that type of dude, man.
No.
He's not. He's gonna avoid all conflict. He doesn't want
Yeah,
any conflict.
he didn't want to
with
take a
anybody.
dunk shot. You think he's going to want to get into it with
Right,
somebody?
man. Come on, man. I'm trying to give you. I'm trying to give you whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to do. Give you whatever you want, and he's not gonna do it.
Mhm.
He's not gonna do it at all. Howard got in some pickles with people also, man. One time, Richard Cooper, him and Richard Cooper got into it.
Mr. Cooper.
No,
Uncle
Richard Cooper.
Mr. Cooper and Eskin?
No,
Wait a second.
Oh, that would be classic.
Are you serious?
no, Richard Cooper. Richard
Oh,
Cooper.
okay, I thought you
Played
meant
left tackle. He played right tackle for me my last 2 years here. It was from 97 to 98, I think.
Boy,
Him and Richard Cooper.
I totally forgot about his existence.
Right.
Richard Cooper, right?
Oh,
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Big Rich, man. Rich had arms, man, the size of tree branches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he was a strong dude. Well, I don't know if you guys remember, but Howard got caught sending flowers to this lady on the West Coast.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And her husband found him and almost decapitated her.
Hmm.
And he had sent her roses. Well, the next day Howard came in. So when he came in, he instantly, I was in the offensive line. I was in line. Our lockers are right there, close to the entrance at the vet. Right there by the where we get our equipment and stuff. And he walked past us and just walked straight by, and Richard started just laughing.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going on. So he went to the other side of the locker room to go talk to some defensive guys like Willie T or something, because they were in the opposite side of the locker room. While he was down there, Richard Cooper had some rose petals and dumped the rose petals along the path to go out. And he turns around, and he sees those rose petals and turn deep red, and Richard is laughing. He's falling out laughing. I still don't know what the hell is going on. And he just starts cussing at Richard Cooper. You're an a-hole. Cooper, you're a sick individual. He was going off. And Richard was just laughing at his face. He stood up and was just laughing at his face, pointing at him. I was like, oh my God. That's probably the worst interaction I've seen with Howard or anybody else. I mean, he went off, man. He was livid. But he was just laughing in his face. Then Richard stood up and over the top of him and was just laughing at him and pointing down at him.
Mm-hmm.
But he still, he still didn't want to do it. He saw how big Richard was. He said, I wasn't going to do anything, but he just walked out the locker room. I'm like, man, that's pretty messed up. I didn't know what was going on.
No, this wasn't the woman wasn't on the West Coast.
I thought she was on the West Coast.
No, she apparently was married to a guy named Raymond Stumpf, known in the Pottstown area as Mr. Telemart for his nighttime cable shopping program. So I'm assuming it might be from Pennsylvania.
Well, see, I never did get into it. I was like, man, I'm leaving that alone.
I vaguely remember this. I didn't really get into a lot of the details of this when this happened, but yeah, he nearly severed her head. How about that? Talk about rage.
But then Coop puts out rose petals in the locker room.
Yeah, where did he come up with rose petals?
I don't know.
Like, seriously.
Because he sent her flowers, man.
Well, I know the relevance of, but that means Cooper went out and got roses in order to propose.
He went out and got
prank?
rose petals.
Wow.
And took the rose petals off the roses.
That's unbelievable. Wow.
Now,
wow.
Joey B has a good one here. Do you see this? Do you
What?
remember this viral have another donut?
Oh, that was
Have
for
another
the
donut, you
Kaharski, the
ref.
referee, the NHL referee.
Yeah, that was like on all of those early ESPN shows that would play some sort of like viral clip or some sort of crazy video on the way out.
Mm-hmm.
that would always be a go-to.
Right.
Have another donut, you pig. You don't remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Hold on.
What happened?
Oh God.
This I'm sure we can play, right? I keep typing Joey in there like Joey B, but it's really just have another donut. I'm surprised. This was always on like those. Well, I guess they weren't doing shows there yet. This was after a game.
If you are
where you would have it like after a game,
Right.
and the refs would be going in the locker room, and then the coach would go after him.
May 6th, 1988, the Boston Bruins thumped the New Jersey Devils 6-1 in Game 3 of the conference final. After the game, an enraged Devils head coach Jim Schoenfeld has a now infamous altercation with referee Don Kaharski.
You're crazy because you fell, you fat pig.
How great!
Have another donut.
In like the Canadian accent, right? Have another donut. You fell. That's because you fell, you fat pig. He's yelling at him.
Oh.
And they're hitting the chest to chest before the coach Schoenfeld gets Schoenfeld, right?
Schoenfeld,
whatever.
Yeah.
Gets pulled away here.
Yeah.
And man, that was when how long ago
That
was
was in the late 80s, 88.
2007?
88.
Is when it was first posted even. Yeah. Late 80s?
88. Yep.
88. Have another donut. That's because you fell. You think Simmons is going to call Howard Eskin a fat pig?
No.
Have another donut, you fat pig.
He's just not even going to answer him. He's not even going to acknowledge his existence. Watch what I tell you.
This is like the most hyped movie out there that you are looking around next to the person that you came to that movie with, all amped up and hopped up off the candy that you loaded up on. And you're like 20 minutes into the movie thinking we made a terrible mistake.
Right.
Well, hold on. Now,
this is a waste of time and money.
It's going to be a terrible.
So it's 11:45.
I think that's when the time is.
We gotta look this up, man. This is much see TV.
Well, you also have, I know it's not media, but it was during a press conference when John Chaney busted in on John Calipari years ago.
What?
I'll kill you. Yeah. Oh, that's a classic. Absolute.
Wow. Oh, yeah, I remember that.
That was coach on coach crime.
Yes, right. But it was during his press conference after the game.
Correct.
Calipari was meeting with the media, and Chaney came out of the locker room and busted in on it. Went after him.
Busting my ass. Now that was pre-Nehemiah Ingram, right?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Okay. Oh my God.
Oh,
well,
so good.
I think it's 11:45, right?
Well, that's what you were telling us. You got that word from Fox 29 that it was at 11:45, and they might even carry it live.
I'm confirming right now.
All right,
because there's a lot going on here.
Because we should play the audio at least. That would be good stuff.
Oh yeah. I'm sure we can. Like I'm going to bring it in here, audio wise. I'm also looking on the same screen here, my monitor.
Yeah,
I'm monitoring what's happening on at least NBC Sports. So I don't know if. I can't imagine Fox 29. Like I'm getting hit now already for tomorrow. So I know they're preparing for everything here. But at the moment, I don't see anything that has changed so far.
And last night, a definite red rocket alert down at the barn as the Flyers just opened up a can on the Kraken.
I can't bring myself to watch hockey.
Wow.
They cracked the Kraken.
Dude. El Capitan lit the lamp right out of the chute there, got him started. Yandel putting up a couple points. All these new guys. Brassard was awesome last night.
I hate hockey.
Can you imagine how Martinez must have been bopping around down there?
Dude, he was strutting around like a turkey, man. A male turkey, you know what I'm saying? With his harem of turkeys, whatever you call it, bro.
He probably had Fletch on the post game, the general manager, and just was stroking him for these great off-season acquisitions.
What do you say? What do you say about the boys? What do you say? They came to play, huh? They came to play.
No, come on, man. I'm a 4-for-4 guy on Twitter and when I call in a radio show. But when I'm at home, I don't watch the Flyers. I'm just keeping it real. All right. Now I try to track down Kai.
Now, see, that's gonna bring us all in, man. It's gonna bring us all in.
What do you mean?
And you know, them winning like that, it's gonna bring us all in. We'll be all of that, just
No.
like we did with the Eagles.
No, it's not. No, it's not. They got 80 more games, Barrett. They've played 2 games.
Right.
And Moose isn't here, so you know I'm always checked.
Oh yeah.
Yep, that's right. Oh my God. I don't understand. Like, whatever. Not
No,
going.
dude, I mean,
I was watching
already
Rangers Maple Leafs last night.
Worthless. What's that?
I was
I was
watching
all
Rangers
checked in.
Maple Leafs last
I
night.
couldn't do that. I was
Why?
watching-
yeah.
It was a great.
That was a
football
good game.
I love the fact that I spent my time watching football and
I
not
watched football, man. I watched the
wasting
game.
my
man.
life watching the Flyers, which I won't give a shit about in the week anyway, just because they're new. Done with that crap. I tell you, Mike Vrabel is got to be the luckiest man on the. I thought Nick Sirianni was lucky. Mike Vrabel is super lucky, and the crazy thing about it is that he has hands on the defense, and the defense was seriously problematic last night. How about 30 seconds to go in the first half? You have 3 timeouts, and you kneel out the clock down 3.
That's what Vrabel did?
Yeah.
It was 20-17 at half, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
30 seconds to go in the half. 3
Where were
timeouts.
they on the field?
They were on their own 30 or
Okay,
so.
so you could still get a field goal.
Absolutely, you can
Yeah.
get a field goal. And instead, he kneels out the clock and goes into the half.
Wow.
And he gets lucky because he has one of the most unique players that's ever played the game in the history of the game.
Yeah.
That could go like he's this generation's Barry Sanders. He just looks different.
Yeah.
Where you could stop him 7 or 8 times in a row, and then he'll kill you 3 or 4 times in a row.
I said Earl Campbell. He's
Oh,
like
okay.
a modern day Earl Campbell to me.
He's more physical, like Campbell. Absolutely.
Yeah, and he's fat, but he's faster than Campbell.
Oh, no question.
Yeah, and
he's a sprinter.
Yeah,
At
he's
250, 260 pounds, he's a sprinter.
Amazing.
Yeah, he's
So that
unbelievable.
makes him back you out. And then you also have Josh Allen slipping and falling.
trying to get the
on a
first, trying to get
fourth
the
down. Right.
fourth
I mean,
down. Yeah.
Vrabel, as drunk as he looked, got really lucky last night. I couldn't believe it.
Well,
I couldn't believe
what did
that
you
he
think
sat
of
on the
Buffalo
football in the first half?
What did you think of Buffalo not opting to kick the field goal and go to overtime?
Right. I mean,
did you agree with that?
I didn't agree. I agree with it because I had faith in that offensive line.
Okay.
And I really thought they were going to blow him off the ball, but they didn't. In
Hmm.
fact, the left tackle, local Temple guy,
Yeah.
got his butt kicked on that play. He got pressed back into the quarterback. I mean, he got up under his pads and pushed him back, and that's why he couldn't get forward. But man, that happens sometimes. But at the end of the day, I would have done the same thing. I would have, I'd have probably turned around and handed it off, to the big fella instead of trying to, have not the big fella, but I'd have run like sprint right option or something like that. Put the ball in your receiver's hands as opposed to trying to quarterback sneak that.
I know
Run sprint
McDermott
right up.
said after the game that he's 10 out of 10. He would do what he did, and he would put the ball in the hands of his quarterback 10 times out of 10.
Yeah, but I'd wear a sprint right option instead of, trying to run the ball like that.
You're talking about Deion Dawkins, the tackle.
Yeah, Deion Dawkins. Yeah. I mean, he got whipped on that play.
Availability starts at 11:45. It's going to be carried on 29, but that's Shredder told me, who knows? Because availability starts at 11:45.
Okay, so that doesn't mean Ben's there at 11:45.
Correct. So I'm going to have to monitor what's happening here. Right now is Wendy Williams.
Love Wendy Williams.
What's her how you doing, right? Isn't that her famous?
I'm not sure, but because we never could play the audio, but it was always on TV during the midday show when we were in the studio, the old studios, because I guess they were watching, Fox Good Day for the morning show, and then they just leave it on. But you never had the audio, but you had the visual.
I don't want that visual.
No.
Wendy Williams gets on my last nerves, bro.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, it's the worst, bro.
Oh, is that right? Are you out on Wendy?
Then the talk came on. I think after that.
I'm out on that also.
Weren't there? There was a couple of decent. Looking
How
ones.
you?
Oh yeah, well, the optics
it.
weren't bad, but it's not the optics I was talking about. It's like the conversation, man.
Gotcha.
I'll tell you what, Wendy, she would have got that first down.
Yeah, you think so?
Absolutely. Yeah, she's what, 6'3"? She's pretty big. She's pretty tall, isn't she?
She could have just reached over and got
That's
it.
what I mean.
Wow.
She's listed at 5'10", but I think this is one of these reverse NBA things where it's like a guy's 5'10", but they list him at 6'3". I think
Right.
she's like
Right.
6'2",
Right.
but she's listed as 5'10". Nah, she's legit, man. Barrett is out. All right, so back to that game. Now, you spent your time watching hockey. Did it pay off at least? Did you win any bet? Or you wanted
I didn't have any action on it, but it was a competitive game. They went to overtime, and the bread man made an incredible snipe to win the game 2-1 over Toronto.
with Minnesota, Toronto?
Panarin. No, it was the Rangers.
Rangers, Toronto.
Toronto, yeah.
I thought you said you were watching Minnesota do something.
No, I wouldn't watch Minnesota play hockey. The Wild, no.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's not happening.
No, man,
No.
I thought I'd be watching that game, man. There was some good scouting going on for. Boy, I tell you, Ryan Tannehill, man.
Yeah.
What happened to him?
Imagine if Derrick Henry had a quarterback.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
And they just paid him too.
Yeah. Do you
They just
think
paid
Nick
him.
Sirianni would hand the ball off to Derrick Henry if he had him?
No.
No, he'd probably give up after like 4
No.
carries of no yardage.
Right. Yeah, but he was
And
eight.
they're
He
like,
was 8
"Ah."
carries into it until he broke that 70-yarder.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Ah.
You got to be consistent with the run game. You have to. I mean, you just got understanding that you might get a 3-yard carry here, a 2-yard carry here, but the reward is well worth it, man. The chances of him breaking it are immensely in your favor by allowing him to run the rock, man. Just hand it off to him. Just keep handing it off to him.
Well, you talk about teams that don't run. Buffalo doesn't run.
Well,
No,
they don't
they
have the running
should.
backs run.
Well, they have 2 guys though that aren't terrible.
They aren't good either, though. They're too small, really.
Mm.
Way too small. They don't have that impact back like we have, that we don't use. With Miles Sanders, man, is a diamond in the rough. He's a piece of coal that we haven't even knocked all of the coal off to get to the diamond yet.
Is he bituminous coal?
Bituminous. I don't even know what the hell bituminous is.
Was it anthracite and bituminous were the 2 major types of coal back in the day?
Oh, I don't know. That's Scranton area.
Yeah.
You're up there in like the Carbondale.
Exactly.
For the state.
Yes.
You'd have to go deep digging for that.
The coal regions.
Absolutely. Did you see the full page ad that Ben Simmons took out?
Oh,
in
Cog
the
and Toboggan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see it.
What?
Oh, yeah.
That I know I could pull up.
Yes.
So let me, as a matter of fact,
The greatness that is Cog and Toboggan from Crossing Broad.
he's genius.
Yeah.
And what's great about it too is now he's showing his face and being public and everything. There was a while where he couldn't, I think, because of work or what have you. Yeah. But no, I'll show this to you, Barrett. I'm surprised you haven't seen this yet.
No.
The full page ad. All right, here we go. This is the full page ad that Ben Simmons. See, I don't understand.
He couldn't allow Zach Ertz to get all the shine, so he had to do something on his own.
Correct. All right. So here is initially, and now I'm going to show you what it says.
It's like Mike Tyson talking to the
I
Schwed.
don't like to get off your station. That's the sentence going to say today.
F off.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we're like, okay, Ben.
It's
F
just
off.
That's
great stuff by the Toboggan right there. Great stuff, Toboggan. Oh my God.
Oh. There are 2 NBA games tonight. You have interest in any of these?
I'm going to lay the 3.5 with the Lakers tonight.
Lakers hosting Golden State in the late game, and then we got Brooklyn at Milwaukee.
No Kyrie.
Correct.
I'm interested to see. Harden is an interesting case study this year because that team is good enough alone to be top 3 in what's it called?
In the East without Kyrie.
Yeah, I was going to say the division. No, but the East with Milwaukee and maybe Philly or maybe somebody else. But if the Nets are the top team in the East, I think James Harden is going to get some sneaky MVP consideration because all this is going to be on Durant, and rightfully so. Durant is just a monster. but it's an interesting futures bet to look at now. I don't know about. I'm staying away from this game tonight. This is a playoff game in the sense of how it was so hard. Remember the series?
Mm-hmm.
Remember how difficult it was to go back and forth and kind of predict this series? I feel the same way tonight. On the other hand, hey, the Warriors were 5-0 in the preseason. Everybody's feeling Steph now. They don't have Clay still. They don't have Wiseman. Wiggins is healthy. He'll start tonight. But they're down 2 starters, including Wiseman. Meanwhile, the Lakers didn't only include Russell Westbrook. They've got DeAndre Jordan. They've got Kenny Bazemore. They've got Carmelo Anthony coming off the bench in a perfect role of
Dwight Howard.
Yeah, Dwight Howard. Lakers are a force, and
Rondo.
They're healthy. They're healthy.
Yeah,
they're back.
They're all healthy. This is like I don't know. The Warriors could be that team because Clay's coming back this year. Wiseman's coming back this year. Warriors could be a sneaky futures team to jump in on the championship now because they'd all be healthy in the playoffs. But game 1, I'm out. I think the Lakers roll. I'm surprised it's only 3.5, but that's because the Warriors were 5-0. Oh shit, we have to break too.
Wouldn't that be great if LeBron just decided to load manage for the first night on national TV? I would not be shocked either.
Back gets sore halfway through the third. Next thing you know, that's all you see him.
Yep.
Now, all right, we got to take a quick one here. Hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you are subscribed to the JAKIB Media YouTube channel. It's the minute.
As a hard-working American, you've never experienced how tough life can be until now. A catastrophic injury while working on the job. A personal injury from someone else's negligence. Turned away by other law firms in the region who didn't bother to learn your story. It's time to meet the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm and managing partner Brian Fritz. Badly injured? Call the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm. Find out why they say, "We got this."
The savoring taste of a good bag of beef jerky is so enjoyable at any time of the day, as long as you can find it. Here's what we suggest. Pure Bull Beef Jerky is our answer, and soon it will be yours. Locally produced in the Philadelphia region, this high-quality, healthy protein snack is easy to secure. Go to steersnacks.com, and you'll see hot garlic, tropical heat, Pure Bull dry rub, and our favorite, Huck and Fod. What's that? Huck and Fod. Go now to steersnacks.com.
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass. Free.
What's that?
A rocks glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that.
Holy shit.
And you're telling me I can get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. 1 free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of Stateside Vodka. So good, it just disappears.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 98, is a proud sponsor of The Labor Show with J. Doc and Krause every Saturday night from 6 to 8 p.m. IBEW Local 98's highly trained and superbly skilled electricians are the best in the business, setting the highest safety standards in the electrical industry. So when you're planning your next industrial, commercial, or residential project, choose an IBEW Local 98 union contractor. Learn more at IBEW98.org.
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the game. Go for the hits. Go for the fans. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
I see Klay Thompson's still not back yet, huh?
Say what?
I said Klay Thompson's still not back yet, huh?
No. Yeah, I think Wiggins. I think he got vaccinated. I think he's probably good to go.
Yeah, okay.
They were talking about that on the stream.
Mm-hmm.
You see the odds on the next LSU coach?
Who's up?
Take a guess who the favorite is.
For LSU?
Guy who's changed jobs quite a few times. He's a lightning rod.
I thought he was coaching in isn't he in Ole Miss now?
Yes. Lane Kiffin is your favorite in the clubhouse at 5-2.
Crazy, man.
Now
Why would he leave there?
The second favorite, well, they can pay him more money. LSU's a big time job, more than Ole Miss. And you don't even really have to leave the state. You might, go to Texas every once in a while, but you don't even have to leave the state to recruit.
Right.
Luke Fickell is the second favorite. I do not see that as a fit at all. The Cincinnati coach?
I don't know.
He's a Midwest dude.
What about the Liberty coach?
Down here.
The Liberty coach, I agree with you, but he's not even listed here.
Yeah, the stream, Colin Berger has Urban Meyer.
Yeah. Urban Meyer.
He'd be a great fit there.
He's 14-1. He's on the list.
Wow.
Yeah, he's on the list. I don't see James Franklin as a fit there either. James Franklin, that's too hillbilly for James Franklin.
Right.
He wants to go to California and be out in L.A. swagging it up.
Yeah.
He's done. He's done with Penn State.
Yeah.
He's
Now,
out.
Bob Stoops is an interesting candidate.
I don't think he can.
What do you mean?
I think he has some stuff going on with him that he really can.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What, like health issues?
Yeah, health issues.
Because he's doing Fox pregame, I think, right now, right?
Well, it doesn't take much for us to talk.
Yeah, right.
But to be in everyday meetings, coaching and stuff like that takes a toll on you, man. That's why I don't coach.
Bill O'Brien is listed here. Are you kidding me?
No. What's he doing
He's
right
not
now?
leaving there.
Bill O'Brien.
He's not leaving.
No.
What would he be thinking is probably a better way to put it. He's
He
all
has
hopped
the
up on donuts.
Have another donut.
Isn't that great? Isn't that amazing? When is Ozark? I see Ozark is trending. I was trying to find any information on Simmons, and I see Ozark is trending. Because the premiere is January 21st of next year. Get the hell out of here.
Oh, yeah.
Which
season are they in? Like season 4?
Yeah, it's the last one. But go ahead. Sorry.
No, because I've been out on it after season 2. My wife doesn't want to watch it anymore for some reason. So I missed season 3. I need to catch up.
Yeah,
it's a good show.
Yeah, season 3 is worth a watch. There's a very pivotal, I wouldn't even say that, more so polarizing, I think, character that you either like Dan Buffa, who we've had on a bunch of times down in St. Louis. He is a film and TV aficionado, and we kind of disagreed on the relevance / importance of this one new character. Although I can appreciate his acting in it. So it's worth a look. Look, if you bailed after season 2, I don't blame you, but it's worth a look for sure.
Now, is he more of a film and TV aficionado than Pat Egan?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Pat Egan's got like over 10,000 subscribers to his YouTube page.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. We got 68 at Awesemo. What do you want from me?
John Gruden is 100-1 for the LSU job.
No. Although that's just there because somebody will place a bet.
Right.
And then they can say, somebody placed $100 on Gruden to win.
Darren Ravel will tweet it out that some guy brought a briefcase to the window at some casino and put it on Gruden. Right. All right, Jimbo Fisher, 15-2. He's already getting paid a boatload of money at Texas A&M, and he doesn't even have to win.
Yeah. He's second only to isn't he second only to Alabama's coach?
Yes, I believe so. Saban.
Yeah.
Billy Napier is the third favorite.
Wow.
Kind of an interesting name.
Napier.
He's the coach at Louisiana Lafayette, the Raging Cajuns.
Yep.
They got no choice but to keep it. That's a leverage play for him. He's not going there.
Want some more money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
but
not going to hire him.
I don't think they'd hire him. That's a big step up, man. You gotta get the right guy.
It is a Taco Tuesday, Isn't that another reason to bet on LeBron tonight?
Mark Stoops 17-2. Now
I like him over Bob.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, and he's having a good year
job.
too.
Yeah, that'd be a great job for him too.
Yeah,
that'll be
the job he could get.
And then Joe Brady was one of the names that I threw out there when Nick Cale and I were talking about this last night. Well, he was there as the OC briefly,
right?
And now he's with Carolina. The innovative offensive mind kind of guy, I think, is what plays now, right?
Yeah,
it's interesting. Mel Tucker too, who's having a great year at Michigan State, is on the list.
Yeah,
they have a pretty tough schedule,
They do. They got Michigan coming up in like 2 weeks or less than 2 weeks.
I think they may have the toughest schedule down the road.
Well, they have Ohio State and Penn State and Michigan.
Yeah. I don't think anybody faces 3 teams that are ranked that high in the final couple of weeks of the season.
Well, I mean, Penn State has the same schedule, and so does Ohio State. They all play the same teams. The East in the Big Ten is just a bloodbath.
I think 2 of the 3 for State are on the road, though, right?
That could be.
I think 2 of 3 for Penn State are at home. Does that sound right?
Penn State, I believe, has Michigan at home, and I think they go to.
They
Ohio
are at
State.
Ohio. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see here.
Something to think about.
Let's see. We get and did you see the American Athletic Conference is basically rating Conference USA now to fill up its divisions?
Yeah, that's crazy because this whole thing has just created a pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. Like 6 teams from the Conference USA they're looking to invite, apparently. All right, Penn State has at Ohio State after they play Illinois this week. Saturday, October 30th is a big day for the Big Ten. There's like 3 monster games. Right. Michigan State, Michigan, Penn State, Ohio State, and I think Iowa plays Wisconsin.
Okay.
I believe.
Yeah, Iowa, Wisconsin is not a busy game for Iowa.
Penn State goes to Maryland. They have Michigan at home, Rutgers at home, at Michigan State to finish the season.
Yep. You want a headline here real quick as we take and just thread through this coaching talk here?
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this headline from our buddy Robert Littell. How Ed Orgeron had his multiple girlfriends running LSU practices and getting their kids to participate in the drills with the players.
What?
I'm just telling you, man. That's the headline, okay? Now, I'm not going to click on it because I don't have to sift through like 16 different ads.
Oh, his website is it's really tough to navigate that way.
You don't have people on the payroll like Rob does without having some sort of income coming in, right? So
right.
He's got hey, I got to pay my people, Harry. All right?
I understand that, but it's really difficult to navigate.
Days on the South site. So apparently this is the report itself. With regards to Orgeron's personal life bleeding into his coaching life, sources also tell WBRZ that there were multiple practices where, quote, girlfriends would be in attendance at practice and would, quote, interfere to the degree of the children of the women taking part in the drills with the team.
Oh, my God.
Rope drill. I mean, like, what is happening here? Like all of a sudden you're running a route and it's a 12-year-old kid throwing you the football. What in the world? This is LSU. This isn't like Gettysburg College. What is happening here?
Wow.
Can you imagine you're running a route? Next thing you know, it's this girl's kid.
I want to see these girlfriends.
Well, I'll let you sift through.
And the last I saw a piece on Orgeron, he was like, hugging it up with his wife who had battled cancer.
Right.
You remember that piece they did on him about 2 years ago?
Yep.
Well, he's going to see his son play at McNeese State. His son was the quarterback, I think. They'd go there on like Friday nights, and then she'd be with him on Saturday in Baton Rouge.
He filed for divorce as soon as he won the championship.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
my
seriously. All right.
Wow.
He was married for 23 years, wins the national championship, and the first thing he does is not go to Disney World, but file for divorce.
Right. He calls Joe Cordell from the locker room.
Right.
Wow.
Coach, it's
What
the
a-
president. Hold
Yeah.
on 1 second there, son.
No, go Tigers.
yeah. Can you?
Hey, Joe,
Hold on there,
I'm going to divorce my wife. Go Tigers.
Yeah, you got the governor on the phone trying to wish him a congratulations there. He's like,
Oh.
hold on now, son. Hold on now, son. Hold on, son. Oh my God.
Oh.
No wonder, man. No wonder. I'm sorry. This is hilarious to me. Where is Orgeron on this, by the way?
What do you mean on what?
Well, he's gone at the end of this year.
Right.
So is he on the list?
No. Why would he be on the list to get
Just to stay
to
there.
get a job?
Yeah.
He's leaving the job.
Well, you never know. That's my thing is like, did somebody put him at like plus 15,000 just to see if you know, they would bet on him. That's my point. Not that I believe he's going to stay there by any means. What a move by him. My goodness. Hong Hong, son. Let me tell you, son. Oh my God. What is happening? I'm still monitoring, by the way, still monitoring the site. I don't see anything as of yet.
Nothing going on?
Nah, nothing yet.
No.
Do you?
What if this is a big no-show?
I think it is.
I don't think that he's not gonna say anything, man. I keep telling you he's too timid.
If this was the old Sixers, they'd trot out Brett Brown to explain to the media why Ben Simmons chose not to speak to him again.
Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. Now, did you see the video that Jamie Apodi put up on Twitter yesterday?
Oh my God, this is amazing.
Oh, with the team at the practice facility, all getting in on the huddle, and they all put their arms up and touch hands, and Doc Rivers is in there and Bede's in there, and then you see Ben Simmons behind them, just sort of walking around back and forth, dribbling the basketball, and then they break the huddle. And everybody's like milling around, and Ben Simmons goes right to the locker room.
Just leaves.
Yeah.
Just walks out right there.
Childish, man.
He is an ass.
It's amazing.
Yeah, man,
it reminds me of like, if you've ever seen, I don't know, it's like a daycare or something, right? Where the teacher or whoever, whatever proper term it is for the person who's watching after your kids at the daycare, finally gets like everybody together, right? Or it's like,
it's like herding cats.
Yeah, exactly. And everybody's together. And then there's that one kid. Come on, Ronald. Come on, Ronald. And he's just bouncing the ball up and down, doing whatever the hell he wants.
Or riding a big wheel or something in a
Oh,
circle about 10 feet away.
Bro,
what do you say anything to him?
Man. There's kids like this way these kids are these days, man. Like, I was coaching a couple guys, coaching with Woodrow Wilson for a little bit, and these kids feel so entitled to just now you got to coddle to them like, come on, let's call it up. And you got one cat, he's pissed off because I didn't cuss him out for him not doing what he's supposed to do after I told him what to do. He still didn't do it. Now he mad at me. Now he wants to sit back and we call it up. He wants to sit 10 feet away from everybody else.
Yeah.
And
And
I'm like,
pout.
bro,
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, grow up, man.
What? You're not doing that anymore.
I do, but this is the last game this season.
Oh, okay.
But it's like, what, bro, grow up, man.
Yeah.
You acting 5 years old, man.
Yeah.
Man, just go ahead and call it. No, get over here. You're a part of this team, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, the head coach comes to me and said, man, just go ahead. I'm like, man, see, that's the problem right now. These kids are just too soft.
Well, and it goes up to college too now. Now that this transfer portal is wide open, as soon as these kids in the middle of the season see their snaps reduced, they all want to enter the transfer portal.
Right. That's nothing but free agency, man.
Right.
Free agency.
Now, I'm glad these kids can go other places because they would always get screwed. The coaches could move around whenever they wanted to and take different jobs, and then the kid's stuck there. Well, that coach recruited me. I came here because of him. Now he leaves and I can't go anywhere, or I have to sit out a year. So in that way, I kind of like it. But now it's the Wild West. It's just a joke.
Right. Look at Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Spencer Rattler. he's I want to pick my ball up and go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you just got beat out. Williams is the truth. We see the truth. We all see it.
Right.
He balling and you sucked. So now let this man play. He's a freshman too.
Yeah.
Oh, he's ready.
Is he a true freshman?
He's a true freshman.
Yes.
Wow.
Came in balling. Right, and they're trying to say, well, it's not too late for him to be. He's like right up there with the Heisman hopefuls already after one game.
Jeez.
One game, he's up there with the Heisman hopefuls already. Crazy, man. But Spencer Rattler, he's getting all his money from endorsements, and everything. And he's so mad that the crowd booed him. The home crowd booed him at Oklahoma. They all booed him.
I'm not really down with booing college kids, though.
No, I like to
Come
boo
on.
the coaches.
Yeah, I'll boo the coaches.
They make so much money. They can afford a little boo here or there.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, Orgeron.
Just don't throw golf balls at him.
No, you don't throw anything like that with Lane Kiffin.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
That was
ridiculous.
a disgrace.
Terrible. They got what they deserved, even though that killed my pockets. It was one of those where I was happy to lose a bet at the expense of them looking like assholes. Because the UT fans did. Who throws a golf ball?
I know. I mean, that had to be like a noodle or a top flight. You're not you're not throwing a Pro V1X at Lane Kiffin, are you?
No, but here's the thing, though. There's a lot of golf down here. It's not not as much as a luxury as it is up here because you can play year round. So maybe you do have a bunch of rich honks down there who just buy sleeves and sleeves of the Pro V1s and then leave them out there like, I got 4 more in my bag. What do I need them for? Or they don't sound like that. But no, I think somebody had a screenshot of it, though, to be serious for a sec. I think somebody had a screenshot. Maybe it was, I forget who it was on Twitter, but I think I saw a screenshot of the golf ball up close.
Yeah.
And it was definitely, I think it was a Callaway.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Chrome soft?
I'm telling you, it was not a noodle. Where you
or a
can't even
Diablo
buy noodles anymore.
Oh, you can get noodles.
Well, yes, but I mean, like at Dick's or a store, you have to go online and get it.
Right.
You have to get it delivered.
No, you go to their website, noodle.com.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
They're not in the store at all.
No.
Man, we're waiting. We're waiting for this thing here.
Yeah. This is going to be a bust.
We are on a major bust.
Yeah.
I'm calling it right now. I called it dead on arrival. This is going to be big bust material.
Oh, yeah. Here's Lane Kiffin. It was a yellow golf ball.
Yeah.
He threw a yellow ball at him.
Right.
Wow.
And what was did you see it?
Hold on. It's loading here. I'm trying to blow up the picture. Wow. That's unbelievable.
Affordable home care. ahcare.net is Brian Westbrook doing this commercial. Have you seen this?
No.
Yeah.
I bet he's getting paid to do the commercial.
Well, Brian doesn't work for free.
No.
Nothing for free.
No. Now, is that a competitor of what you're doing here?
Poor Barrett has to, do a commercial and not get any jack for it.
I know, that's
It's
insane.
a joke.
That really is.
That's my fourth one too, bro. My fourth one. I didn't even get a gift card from Duncan. At least give me a gift card.
Seriously.
They gave me a mask. That was it.
Oh, thanks.
Right. A mask.
Yeah, I'm blowing up the picture. I see yellow ball. I see it doesn't look like a Callaway though, the writing. I can't really make it out. It might even be a range ball.
Could be.
Yeah.
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 Could be. The reel is on right now.
I would love the reel.
It's about to end though. Oh, we have to break too, so we're in good shape. We're still waiting for this damn thing to happen. Yeah. All right, we're going to come back for a second hour. What's the over-under on when Ben Simmons shows up? 12:15?
I say negative. He's just not going to show up.
Let's do 12. Let's do 12-12. All right, over-under. I'm going to say
over.
I'm going to slide in under. All right, 12-12. That's 14 minutes from now. We're going to be back in 3. Barrett, over
right.
Under 12-12.
Over.
All right, we're back in 3.
As a hard-working American, you've never experienced how tough life can be until now. A catastrophic injury while working on the job. A personal injury from someone else's negligence. Turned away by other law firms in the region who didn't bother to learn your story. It's time to meet the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm and managing partner Brian Fritz. Badly injured? Call the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm. Find out why they say, "We got this."
The savoring taste of a good bag of beef jerky is so enjoyable at any time of the day, as long as you can find it. Here's what we suggest. Pure Bull beef jerky is our answer, and soon it will be yours. Locally produced in the Philadelphia region, this high-quality, healthy protein snack is easy to secure. Go to steersnacks.com, and you'll see hot garlic, tropical heat, Pure Bull dry rub, and our favorite, Huck and Fod. What's that? Huck and Fod. Go now to steersnacks.com.
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass. Free.
What's that?
A rocks glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that. Holy shit.
And you're telling me I can get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. One free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of Stateside Vodka. So good, it just disappears.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 98, is a proud sponsor of The Labor Show with J. and Krause every Saturday night from 6 till 8 p.m. IBEW Local 98's highly trained and superbly skilled electricians are the best in the business, setting the highest safety standards in the electrical industry. So when you're planning your next industrial, commercial, or residential project, choose an IBEW Local 98 union contractor. Learn more at ibew98.org.
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the game. Go for the hits. Go for the fans. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
All right, we are still waiting here. Nick Cannon's show is on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. God, this is painful watching this shit.
Those people make a lot of money to do those garbage TV shows. It's unbelievable. And they've got like 15 producers.
Amazing.
Coming up with all the stuff. Like the talent just basically shows up and all right, where's the rundown? All right, here it is, and boom, then you leave. It's unbelievable.
So whatever happened to the Q show? That was legit. They did that at Fox 29.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I think Quincy just had too much stuff going on. But that was like not as heavily produced on all this bigger stuff. And it seemed like he had a lot of freedom to do some fun stuff, some bigger stuff.
Yeah. We had him on once.
Yeah.
You and me.
Ago.
Yeah.
Was that at Parks?
Yes, it was. When we were on the South Jersey show.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a good dude.
No, absolutely. So I'm trying to figure out what's happening here. Still waiting. It's supposed to start technically at noon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
There's some discussion about John McMullen's latest column on Philly Voice and what the heck he was talking about.
You mean like people don't understand it?
Well, I saw the headline too this morning, and it did get my attention. John McMullen, Eagles' second city offense needs more structure to succeed. And then I'm thinking, okay, he's talking about Jalen Hurts improvising, which is basically the offense.
Right.
And Second City was an improv group. I think they still exist. It's a theater out in Chicago. It's like where John Candy and a bunch of those comics, from the 70s and 80s all came through
the name of the show.
Second City Television. Yeah. SCTV.
Did you mention her, right, from Seinfeld? Louis.
She was in that, correct.
Yeah.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus, yeah.
A lot of funny comedians.
A lot of big names.
You mentioned, right?
Yeah, a lot of big names. Yeah.
If you just look at SC Harold Ramis,
Right.
Eugene Levy,
yeah. Wasn't
John
Bill
Candy
Murray? Wasn't Bill Murray in that too? Because if
Harold-
Ramis was there, I would think that Murray would be there.
No.
No?
I see John Candy, Robin Duke, Joe Flaherty, Eugene Levy, Andrea Martin, Rick Moranis, Catherine O'Hara, Harold Ramis, Martin
Shorty. Well, Ramis was brilliant, man.
Yeah, he's behind.
Like, he wrote Stripes.
Oh, did he?
Oh, yeah. He wrote a bunch of those funny movies in the 70s and 80s.
Didn't he write Ghostbusters too?
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
So he directed Caddyshack, the original Vacation, Groundhog Day, Analyze This, Analyze That, and co-writer of Groundhog Day.
He's a funny dude.
He also wrote Animal House. Okay. I thought yeah, wow. All right, I don't even know how you got onto that.
John McMullen. They were asking about it on the stream.
Leave it to McMullen to represent some obscure reference.
McMullen goes
More
deep.
Confusing than anything else.
He goes deep, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
I could hear him and Jody killing 30 minutes on that.
Oh yeah,
on the Brick Wall Gang show. Yeah, they don't have the brick walls anymore.
No, things have changed for the better.
They've upgraded.
They have upgraded, absolutely. But I'm still waiting for this damn. We're waiting.
I know.
Is anything going to happen here,
Dan?
We're all waiting.
Do we have you, Dan? Ben?
Ben, do we have you, Ben? Colin, I'm here. Oh my God, what is going on here?
I'm telling you right now, he's not gonna say anything. He's not gonna come up. I can almost guarantee it. I'll tell you, man, he's soft, man. He's soft.
No, you're right.
He just doesn't have that mentality to confront conflicts.
They need to send a photographer, the camera guy with Eskin, and go through the corridors in the practice facilities right now, looking for Ben Simmons, going up to every door and seeing if they can open the door, and then put the camera right in. Is he in there? No.
I can hear him saying too.
He's
soft. He's acting soft. He's soft.
Is he in there? hey, Benjamin.
Why don't you turn off your station? Now we're waiting for this damn thing. All right, I'm on two different ones. I'm on the NBC Sports YouTube stream, and I'm on Fox 29. So we're going to get this sucker as soon as it happens. Is this the most anticipated press conference since T.O. doing sit-ups?
Yes.
Oh.
Above and beyond the most important one
in Moorestown.
All time. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, isn't Ben Simmons' house in Moorestown too?
Now you're thinking.
No, it's in California.
See you correct.
No, the one he's trying to sell in South Jersey.
For $3 million?
Yeah, the mansion in South Jersey. I think it's in Moorestown. It looked like he went to no trouble for any kind of landscaping. It's this massive house. It looks like a really nice house. But then it's just on this lot, with, grass. Like there's no landscaping whatsoever.
Ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
Ridiculous, man.
All right. So how much longer do you think we have here? I have 4 minutes left to slide under here. I don't.
Yeah, you said 12-12, so we're getting close.
No,
I told you it's the over, man.
What do you think? What do you think is going to happen? Like, you give me 30 seconds, Barrett, on what you think the first question is going to be.
Well, I don't think he's coming, but the first question will be, Ben, are you totally invested in being a 76er?
Yeah, he looked really engaged in what they were doing.
Right.
My God.
Right. I mean, regardless, you just can't do that, man. That's just being childish.
Yeah.
If you're paid to do a job, and I understand you have some,
paid handsomely, too.
Right? You still can't be like that. Like, oh, I'm just gonna sit in the corner. I'm just not gonna engage with anybody. Come on, man. Give me a break, bro. Give me a break.
And I saw that, I think it was Eskin who was talking to Tobias Harris yesterday and asking him, like, have you spoken to Ben? And he's like, yes. I spoke to him. And he was trying to get him to tell him what the conversation was, knowing that he wasn't going to say it.
Right.
But, like, that's got to be a real pain in the ass for these other players.
You
know what I mean?
It definitely is. You don't even want to. You don't want to go through that, man.
No,
you don't want to go through that. But I mean, I'm like, man, dude, that's a grown man. Go ask him. Don't ask me.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not involved with that. Leave me alone, man. If you want to know what's going on with Ben, go ask Ben. Don't ask me.
That's the worst part about it for the teammates, man.
Is that right?
And that's why it is a distraction. You've had that in football, Barrett.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a distraction anymore if Ben Simmons comes out, doesn't say anything, doesn't talk to anybody outside of like, nope, I'm here, and then the Sixers just think, okay, that's it?
Well, they want to move on with this. They want to get to the next, to the season. Let's get into what we get paid to do. We're not worried about Ben. Ben, we've already know we know he does not want to be here, and at this point, who cares that he's here anyways?
Mm-hmm.
We don't care about him being here. Just let's just move on. Let's go win some games. You can't be really politically correct because he's not going to be there. He's not vested. Anybody's not riding with the program, then okay, let them go.
Right.
Just let them go. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're thinking. That's what the players are thinking. Because they're past that, that's my brother. I'm my brother's keeper. They're not even in that, they're not even in that mindset. They're like, man, F him. Let's keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Let's go on with our team.
They're 4.5-point favorites tomorrow night against New Orleans.
See?
At New Orleans.
This goes to show you, man. That's why they're not going to be able to get rid of this dude, man. He's going to have to be here. Because nobody wants that cancer on the team. When players feel as you're a cancer, then you really, really know that, hey, this guy, he's just not a good dude.
But then doesn't he have to play?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
In order for that to be the case.
So that's why I've been saying he's going to be here.
What if he gets hurt?
Then he just get hurt. It's like he's. I mean,
oh wow,
they're not gonna be able to trade him. Period, bro.
Hold on, this is breaking news. This is from Kyle Newbeck. Ben Simmons has been suspended for one game due to conduct detrimental to the team. As a result, Simmons will miss the 76ers season opener at New Orleans tomorrow night.
I told you, man.
Suspended.
A baby, man.
Yeah.
So the players on the team, they're out on this dude, bro. They don't care nothing about Ben right now. They're going on with the season like they're playing without him. You know what I'm saying? But the bad thing about it, he's going to be here because nobody wants that cancer on the team. Nobody wants a guy to want to pick up their ball and go play somewhere else.
Well, that sounds like he's probably not going to meet with the media then today, doesn't it?
No, he's not meeting. I told y'all that. He's not.
But they told us he was.
I know.
Wow.
This is ridiculous, man.
Wow.
Ridiculous.
What is going on here? Look, he's got to be out. I maintain that there's just no way he plays.
Wow.
He has to, though.
Bro, he came back. He just showed up. Like, he didn't even tell anybody, which tells me that his agent didn't even know. You had an agent. You had, what player in a holdout would just show up without their agent knowing? And then what agent would tell their client to just show up without giving a heads up to the team? So this whole thing seems bizarre. And then on top of that, he gets suspended.
He's 5 years old. He's 5 years old.
Well, do you think the suspension was a result of them just finding out that he's not even going to talk to the media? So they're like, all right, we're going to suspend you for game one.
I don't know what conduct detrimental is. That's a great question. Sorry, Barrett.
Yeah.
That's probably him. That's probably him not wanting to practice, not want to be around the team. You know what I'm saying? Being a cancer. It's like, man, okay, you're going to act like this. We're going to fine you. That's what we're going to take more money from you. That's what we're doing.
Now, what a POS is trending. And I thought, wow, that's taking it a little too far to refer to Ben Simmons after this.
Right.
But apparently it's under a political trend. And I'm not going to fall for the bait and onto the reason as far as why. But wow, this is a major development. So what would be the conduct detrimental? Because you're right, Harry, in that I think the only thing that's new would be Simmons doesn't want to speak to the media. But what about yesterday? Like, what if something as simple as him not even being involved in the team handshake and instead just being an ass and disruptive and walking away at the end of that? What if Doc was like, man, screw this guy?
Well, yeah, there's video now. I see. I missed this yesterday, and I apologize if I missed it. But he's got a cell phone in his sweatpants at practice.
I don't know if it's a cell phone. It might be a tag upon further review.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, I had fun with that too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I put it. Don Bell actually responded. I felt bad. I had to clarify it up for Don there because he's just too good of a person for me to continue that. But so I said, hearing Simmons wasn't even given a locker upon returning to the team. He didn't want to leave his phone in his other shoes with his wallet and keys.
Well, did you also see that thing? I think it was Ramona Shelburne saying that Game 7 against the Hawks, he was trying to get out of the playing in the game with some COVID,
yeah.
The thing like,
well, people on the team believe that to be the case.
Right.
Now, I don't know if that's true, but
wow. Like that he came in contact with someone that had COVID or came in contact with someone who came in contact with someone who came in contact with someone and trying to get out of the game of playing in the game.
So let's walk this through.
Yeah,
you're right. And here's the thing, Barrett, let's look at this, right? If Ben is all of this, which we've labeled him, which I think is pretty much all accurate, you're telling me that he's going to play Friday night in their home opener?
No.
What are the same fans who have through multiple reports been a problem here? No way.
No.
Well, the big thing is, man, that he's so soft, man, that he's just not going to do it, man. And I hate to call a player soft, man, but he is, bro. He's soft as drugstore cotton. You know what I'm saying?
Baby, he's softer than that.
Right. Come on, man. Be a man, bro. These guys you went to war with for the past 5 years, and you're just going to treat them like that?
Yeah.
If anything, man, be like, all right, he said something bad about me because you're doing stuff that's bad. This city has rolled for this dude for the past 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Swept everything under the rug about him being not getting better as a player and everything else, and he's gonna act like this. Come on, I'm out on this dude, man. I'm totally out now, bro. I was kind of indifferent. The past couple months, I've been indifferent about it. I haven't been, saying really. I've been indifferent about Ben Simmons. I'm like, I don't care, trade him, whatever. I'm now at the point where, like, man, I don't care what you do with this dude, man, because he's too soft, man. Anytime you're not gonna be with your brothers, bro, I'm not trying to hear that anymore. I'm not even trying to look at you anymore, man. I can't deal with stuff like that. That's from a team conceptual concept. He is nothing, man, of a team player. And other teams will see this. They're not going to sign this dude because he can be a cancer in that locker room. He has been a cancer since he's been here. He's been a baby since he's been here. He's always been coddled to his entire life. He's just a rich baby. That's all. Yep. A rich baby.
I'd like to be a rich baby.
Right, man.
Not the baby.
No,
not the baby.
He is a rich baby.
Not the baby.
Yeah, give me your top 4 rich babies. All right. The baby's got to be up there.
The baby, yeah.
Who's
absolutely.
the richest baby? Like, is there a
baby face?
Actor? Yeah, baby face.
Baby face.
Definitely baby face. Right?
How about the big baby?
He's in some trouble right now.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, Big Baby was involved in that whole
that NBA scam thing?
Yep. Ben
Well, the baby was in a little bit of trouble too a little while ago.
Yeah, but he survived that.
He survived it.
He was on Kanye's album, so like nothing happened. Yee. I'm sorry, we have to refer to him now legally as Yee. No, Y-E.
Oh, yeah?
Yee?
Yeah.
Oh,
wow. Now, Kevin Kincaid tweets, he's keeping account of how many TV cameras and media members are at the facility. It was 5 and 32 about 45 minutes ago. Now it's 8 cameras and 50 members of the media. It's a madhouse.
For one dude.
Yeah.
For one dude.
All right. So here's my theory is that with this suspension, there will be a trade coming in the next 4 or 5 days. In fact, if I'm Daryl Morey at this point, I'm thinking I can probably survive 65 cents on the dollar just to get him out of here. Like, here's the thing, and I don't want to go full wag the dog on you. I'm going to go like 33% on you, but this was a back and forth battle between the team, the organization, the team that people have grown up rooting for, and one player. And that one player was clearly hateable for whatever reason. People latched on and did not like him. And this whole thing with the reports and everything that's come out, there may not be a better time than right now in this next couple of days to trade Ben Simmons for less of a return.
Because people hate him so much.
Yes, and you're going to get the benefit of the doubt. And
Yep.
here's why. Fast forward with me. What happens if he's lingering? What happens if we're 2-3 weeks into the season and we're still dealing with this crap? At some point, and you get 60 cents back on the dollar, people are going to say, oh, you waited too long. He's been a distraction. You kept this guy, Barrett was saying, as far as being soft and a distraction in the locker room. All that stuff's going to pile up. So if I'm Morey and I have a deal for 65 cents on the dollar, I'm pulling the trigger in the next couple of days, definitely before Friday night.
That's almost too rich of a deal to get for Ben at this point, man. You know, his skill set aside, nobody deals with this anymore. You know, the days you being pain in the ass on the squad is almost, it's over now, man. They don't play that anymore, bro. They don't play the prima donna stuff, man. All that stuff gets thrown out the door now. You can go get guys that want to play, and you can win championships now. I mean, come on, man.
Ben Simmons is not talking today, Kyle Neubeck says, I'm told, and was suspended due to an event that happened at practice today.
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's ridiculous.
I'm telling
bro.
you.
That's simply ridiculous.
Now, Doc Rivers will address the scribes shortly. So here we go. The head coach now has to go out there and take all the questions. This is just like Brett Brown all over again.
Yep, it is.
Look, if you are suspended or if you're not part of the team at the moment in which you have media availability, then you don't have to speak to the media. So again, outside, like, you're not going to fake an injury because that may impact you trading him. So the easiest way for everybody to get out of this situation would be for the team to suspend Simmons and Simmons to say, cool. And then nobody has to talk to the media today.
Right. He doesn't even have to be at the facility going forward, right? While he's suspended.
For one game, and they're on the road. So they'll be back following that game in New Orleans on Friday night. I don't know what that's, again, like, just the fact that we're thinking about what happens after this one game is reason for me to get him out if I'm Morey, knowing that that more people than not are going to be happy with me doing my job.
Right, washing your hands of him right now. Yeah. Now, the Brogdon deal will not happen. Brogdon got extended a couple days ago, didn't he? So he's off the table. Not that he may have never really been on.
Never on the table, no. I got in trouble because, my God, dare I say what I was hearing.
When did you get in trouble?
Oh, Twitter did not like the fact that I did not even report, but just tweeted that I talked to a couple of people that cover that team that said that's never going to happen.
Oh, Pacers people?
Yeah. No. Like people on Twitter. So what else could there possibly be here? Again, how does this thing end in any other way than him being traded?
How can he be traded, man?
How can you keep him? You just suspended him.
How do you trade him when nobody wants cancerous guys like that, bro?
In the NBA, though, they'll take the talent. And they'll take the talent. Yeah. Sacramento would love to get their hands on a guy like that.
So look, Simmons was kicked out of today's practice for not being engaged, right? He wasn't engaged yesterday.
No.
Right. I'm starting to smell a rat. Simmons' reluctance to physically and mentally engage with the Sixers since his return has been a consistent theme, sources tell Adrian Wojnarowski. He threw Simmons out of practice, Doc did today, and the suspension came shortly thereafter. So this is written right out of a WWE script. Are you serious?
Let's get McMullen on.
Come on.
Let's see if the WWE ever did this on a SmackDown.
Come on. Somebody Rich Paul told Ben Simmons, hey, if you get suspended today,
you don't have to meet with the media.
Yes. Or Doc Rivers went to the team and said, oh, what are we doing here? Let's just suspend him so he doesn't even have to talk. We get him out of here. Or maybe they both sat down and devised a plan. I don't know, but come on. You expect me to believe that he just showed up in a bad mood today?
It's not a bad mood. That's just he showed up being Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons was soft as drugstore cotton, man. You know, oh man, he couldn't fight his way out of a wet paper bag. Come on, man, grow up, man. You want to get out of here? Help them get you out of here.
Doc Rivers threw him out of practice.
No, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I mean, I believe that Simmons wasn't engaged. I believe that he was kicked out of practice. I believe that he was suspended. But
you're thinking it was all contrived.
I don't think this is like Antonio Brown just losing it.
Right. Right. I understand what you're saying. Like, you know, it's not one of those things where he just, you know, from out of nowhere, just he's not doing it. It's this is all you thought is all this is all thought up between the organization and him?
Yeah.
No.
No, not and him. My point is that it's one of three. It's the Sixers realizing that this is their way out of putting him in front of the cameras and maybe saying something. Look, there's an old story that if you ever get fired on a radio show, it's after the show.
Right.
So that you don't say stupid stuff or crazy stuff and vilify, right?
Yep.
So that could easily be a scenario here where the Sixers realize, like, oh, wait a second. There's a clause in the contract that says, you know, the CBA, what have you.
So they don't have to pay him. Okay,
Exactly.
I get that.
They don't have to pay him. And on top of that, he doesn't have to speak to the media. The other element of it could be Rich Paul, who says the same thing. Like, oh, wait a second. There's a clause in the CBA here. If you go out and go full AB on this thing, then you don't have to talk to the media and you can get out of it. So maybe Simmons does this whole thing, or it's not Simmons himself sitting down, but maybe there is a conversation, and this is the full-on conspiracy, but I'm willing to at least entertain it. Maybe there's a conversation between Paul and the team that says, look, we know that you have a trade. It's imminent. It's coming in the next week. We have to do something. You can't say he's injured. You can't DNP coach's decision. Let's just do something here. All right, tell your guy to just walk out. Something along those lines.
Yeah, very believable.
I'm just not that advanced, man, to think like that, bro.
Huh?
I'm just not that advanced to think like that.
No, it's not advanced at all. I mean, look, this is a conspiracy theory.
And that's the other thing that's crazy about the Zach Ertz thing is it looks like he knew he was going to be traded after the game, or they were going to announce it after the game, and he probably knew where he was going, and they allowed him to play to sort of have one last sort of positive experience. He scored that touchdown. What happens if he got hurt?
Right.
It seems like kind of crazy.
No.
Well, now I'm gonna tell you this: if they knew where he was gonna get traded, I doubt they'd let him play. You're right about that. He wouldn't have played anything. They wouldn't have gave him, you know, any reps at all. So, yeah, I doubt that seriously happened.
But I mean, we see that all the time where guys are just like deactivated.
Yeah.
You know, they don't play the night, you know, like baseball. Oh, so-and-so's not in the lineup today. And all the media guys covering the beat guys covering the team make a big stink out of it. And then at 4:30 that afternoon, you realize the guy's been traded.
Right.
You know.
That's simply ridiculous, bro. Wow. I mean it.
Right?
Oh, man.
Jeez.
I mean, come on.
I was hoping we'd have a dust up. We got nothing.
Zero. This is worse than the anemic press conference we thought we were going to get.
I wonder. The only thing I can hope now is that John Clark was outside the Camden facility and actually was able to videotape on his phone Ben getting into a car and driving down out the street.
His Ferrari. He jumps in his Ferrari and drives back to Morristown. Happy, smiling.
Does he have a Ferrari? Is that what he's rocking?
He's got a couple of those, bro.
Yeah.
Remember, he just got one, or it wasn't a Lamborghini. That was a Ferrari. He sent it out, and we looked at it like, all right, you know, he's supposed to be getting ready for season, but you know, yet he's taking delivery at his $12 million mansion. I mean, it's $17 million mansion
in California.
Yeah, a $300,000 Ferrari.
Now, if you had that kind of money, would you buy a couple of cars like that?
I can't fit in those, so it couldn't be
right.
Those. But I would buy. I would definitely. I would end up buying me a house. It wouldn't be $17 million, but it would be a house big enough that I could have me a shop to work on cars with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But like I mean, would you buy a big sports car?
No.
Okay.
I'm not
I
a
wouldn't
sports car drive. You know, the best sports car I have is probably that Mercedes is still sitting out front.
We need a picture of that sitting in front of your yard.
It's covered.
The stream wants. Hey, the stream doesn't care. They know it's a Mercedes. They trust you.
Oh my goodness!
You know,
I put the wheels on it too.
Oh, so it's not up on blocks anymore?
No, it's not up on blocks.
Oh,
I put the wheels on it.
I'm sure your neighbors are very happy with you right now. At least you put wheels on the damn thing.
We all see it.
Yeah,
we all see it, Brooksy. We all see it.
What's going
if
on?
You were just if you were just 100 pounds lighter and 2 inches short, we'd talk to you.
What's going on with your neighbor?
Seriously, right?
You know what I mean?
You're
People
one of
pull
these
in
Geico commercials, right?
Yeah.
You know, we really like our house here, but some philanthropic
yeah.
neighbor problem, and it's Barrett.
Yeah, we all say we just try to ignore them. We just try to ignore them. That's all.
Right.
Just keep walking. That's all. Just keep walking.
You know, you got like 16 of these fancy cars that are just broken down,
right?
Mix matching it. It's like some Frankenstein's monster. You know, you
Right.
got a Ferrari door on a Benz.
And the remaining surviving members of the Cars band are performing in their driveway, like one of the Cars songs.
Oh my
no,
God!
No,
Oh my
no,
God.
no.
But our neighbor had, you know, yeah, but
we've got cars are
it's
everywhere.
a little over the top with the cars, right? We love our house, but our neighbor's a little over the top with the cars, and it's just Barrett working on cars with the cars behind him, right? Every time, every single car, just
Right.
round.
You'd had to have done this before Rick Ocasek passed away.
Oh,
You know,
yeah, that's right.
You know, because Benjamin Orr has been dead for years, unfortunately.
Right.
The bass player who had a tremendous voice.
No, you would have. What would be the song? Drive?
Yeah, well, that's Ben Orr sang that one.
Yeah.
Who's going to drive you home tonight or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, but like you go Candy-O maybe.
You might think I'm crazy.
Right. Shake it up.
Just behind Barrett the whole time, blasting away as he's working on his car. And the neighbors are just sitting there rolling their eyes. Like,
Or maybe it's Gary Newman is there singing In Cars.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that song from like 82?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I think
It's like a new wave kind of song.
In Cars. Yeah. Oh my God. Unbelievable.
Oh.
Now, Simmons, this whole thing with Doc Rivers, they just basically said a day ago that everything is on the up and up, that everything looks good so far.
I know.
Right?
Yep.
I can't see it.
Well, I tell you, Doc Rivers looks pretty good to the fan base right now for tossing him out of practice.
Oh, yeah.
They love that. I love it.
Do you think that's what I mean? Simmons is disengaged. He gets thrown out of practice. You trade him for a bag of donuts. You look okay right now.
Right.
They just want him out of here right now, man. That's all. They just want him out of here.
They do. They absolutely
would
do.
you take him right now straight up for Buddy Hield and a draft pick?
Yes.
I think at this point, how can you not?
Because he came back and showed us who he really is.
Buddy Hield and an unprotected first-round pick.
I'll take it.
I think I'd have to do that at this point.
Yep.
I'd love to get Halliburton, but they probably want to keep him and Fox. Him and Fox and Simmons are, pretty good threesome.
We don't have any type of leverage whatsoever. Well, I'll keep talking about we. They don't have any type of leverage, none whatsoever. So what type of deal do you think we get? Now, I mean, if you even looking at Carson right now, I was kind of pissed off Carson. We didn't get a first rounder for him. But at this point,
hey,
we've moved on.
He's
we've
playing.
Moved on. Yeah.
That was a perfect scenario. They won a game so they'll remain engaged with Carson. So they got to win a couple of games.
That's true. There's definitely some incentive there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take a quick one here. We're back in 3. Try to make sense of this whole Ben Simmons monstrosity of a situation here. Doc Rivers, I guess, is going to talk soon, so we'll try and get some word on that. Not as exciting as Ben, but we're back in 3. It's
As a hardworking American, you've never experienced how tough life can be until now. A catastrophic injury while working on the job. A personal injury from someone else's negligence. Turned away by other law firms in the region who didn't bother to learn your story. It's time to meet the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm and managing partner Brian Fritz. Badly injured? Call the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm. Find out why they say, "We got this."
The savoring taste of a good bag of beef jerky is so enjoyable at any time of the day, as long as you can find it. Here's what we suggest. Pure Bull beef jerky is our answer, and soon it will be yours. Locally produced in the Philadelphia region, this high-quality, healthy protein snack is easy to secure. Go to steersnacks.com, and you'll see hot garlic, tropical heat, Pure Bull dry rub, and our favorite, Huck and Fod. What's that? Huck and Fod. Go now to steersnacks.com.
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass. Free.
What's that?
A rocks glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that.
Holy shit.
And you're telling me I can get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. One free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of Stateside Vodka. So good, it just disappears.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 98, is a proud sponsor of The Labor Show with J. and Krause every Saturday night from 6 to 8 p.m. IBEW Local 98's highly trained and superbly skilled electricians are the best in the business, setting the highest safety standards in the electrical industry. So when you're planning your next industrial, commercial, or residential project, choose an IBEW Local 98 union contractor. Learn more at IBEW98.org.
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the game. Go for the hits. Go for the fans. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
Wow. So I'm looking on Twitter trying to find the exact quotes. And I'm seeing a lot of people critical of this press conference. Doc Rivers.
Is he speaking now?
Yeah, he's been talking since we broke. We basically just said that Simmons was not listening to what he was doing and doing other things. Says the Sixers remain focused with the Simmons drama going on. Thinks players will always welcome him back if he wants to play, which I agree.
Yeah.
At some point, it's,
No, they won't.
Well, they have no choice, man. What are they going to do? Not pass him the ball?
I mean, they'll pass him the ball, but it wouldn't be an interaction. You know, being a team, man, is more than just being out there on the field or court or wherever you're on. You know, knowing that you got blood, sweat, and tears with the guy next to you, you're willing to give up everything for the guy next to you, man, it means a lot, man. And to have a guy that's not fully vested, man, why would you even try to incorporate him into the game, knowing that he might do anything possible to keep you guys from winning?
Well, that's why he doesn't play. That's why you can't keep him on this team.
They can't keep him anyways. They can't keep him anyway. He's a cancer, bro. I mean, it just he is really, stuck the nail in the coffin now. That's totally uncalled for, man. If they don't even act like, I've never seen anything like this before.
Deadlines produce action, right? I mean, the season starts tomorrow for these guys, so it's obvious he does not want to be here when the season starts. So it's getting extreme.
No,
so I bet you there's a clause in his contract, and they're gonna probably try to take his contract from him. You know what I'm saying? I think that's more than likely what they are trying to do. Because, I mean, at this point, he's shown when you're a man and you're going out there and this is your craft, this is the craft that you love, you will not embarrass your craft. You won't go out there and not play hard. You will not go out there and not play sound because this is your craft. Your name is behind the play on the field. What people see is how they're going to judge you and your last name. Can he? How can he look his dad in the face right now from him? Being a kid like this, playing like a child.
They're all living off the paycheck, man. They're not going to question him,
bro. At the end of the day, your last name means something to you. I cannot embarrass my dad's last name. Brooks will forever be on my back, bro, and I'm not going to embarrass his name, not by my choice. Now I might have got my ass kicked by somebody, and say he just was the better man that day. But I refuse to sit back and let somebody. I'll be the one that's going out there playing like a baby. No. I cannot embarrass my family like that. There's no way that my kids that will ever hear on a headline Barrett Brooks didn't give his all out there. You know what I'm saying? That's what kind of an example am I giving to my children? Come on, man. I'm just gonna be a baby. I'm just gonna sit back and not do this. That's childish, bro. That's childish, man. And people can say whatever the hell they want to say about me or anything else, but my last name means something to me. And Simmons should mean something to his dad too, bro. His mom and his dad are totally embarrassed right now, regardless of what's going on, bro. You just don't do that. You just don't do it, man. It's not cool, man. It's not cool at all. I'm past the point now where I even give a damn about what Ben Simmons does. So I don't care if they get a box of Cracker Jacks and some Funyuns or something. So what? You just don't do that, man. You don't do that. And his teammates. They ain't with that now. They're not with that. They won't welcome him back. Nope. They're not going to welcome that back.
Well, no.
He's turning his back.
Doc Rivers says he's welcome back at the next practice.
He need to stop lying too. If I was there, man, stop lying, bro.
There's no welcoming back in the sense of like, hey, we're happy to have you back, but it's dealing with circumstance.
Right.
It's just the fact that there are plenty of times in which people don't like each other, that they're going for a common goal. I don't think that anybody believes, though, to your point, Barrett, like, I think people are like, okay, shit, we got to play with this guy. That's fine. Like, I'll say what's up and then we'll leave. But I don't think people believe in him to the point where you need to believe in somebody else. Like, you could hate Michael Jordan. You could hate Paxson. You could hate anybody on that team, but everybody believed in each other. Right. Championships where you find out people that don't like each other or had differing opinions or wanted to fight each other, whatever the case is, they at least believed in each other when it was down to it.
Here's a great quote.
Anybody believes in Ben Simmons right now.
It's a great quote from Embiid apparently today. Newbeck has this. Embiid, quote, "At this point, I don't care. I'm focused on trying to make the team better." Sounds like you, Barrett.
Yes. How could you trust him? How could you trust him 1 minute left in the game? You're down by 3 or even down by 1.
Right.
How can you even trust him to go out there and give his all? You give your all when you're performing, man. Like I said, you're representing yourself, not just your team, but yourself.
Right.
Ben, there's no way Embiid to trust Ben now to go out there and make sure that he runs the offense the right way, or defensively he can go out there and cover the guy he's supposed to cover. There's no way you can't play defense. I could care less what goes on with Ben right now. And I bet you them teammates are the same way.
And
they've got to go on.
Next quote here. This is from Chris Krause.
Mm-hmm.
Not Joe Krause.
Not Joe Krause.
No, this is Crouse.
Oh, okay.
We've had Chris on before ahead of the Wizards game.
Not Chris Cross.
No.
Yeah.
Both great mentions, by the way, but no, this is Chris Krause. Sorry. This is not the Mac Daddy nor the Daddy Mac.
Right. Or Christopher Cross.
Correct.
Remember him?
Yes.
From the 80s.
That
guy had a bunch of hits.
Yeah, amazing. All right. Embiid quote, I mean, he got suspended for his conduct. I'll let you guys read into that.
Yeah. He was asked, and he said, it's none of your business. Mind your own business. You got the Apple phone commercial out, Eytan.
Oh,
the one you love.
Why is he saying that? Like it's none of your business. It is our business.
Let's Russ Joy tweeted that. Doc Rivers says, quote, "That's not your business."
Oh, Doc. I'm talking about Embiid.
No, I'm talking about Doc. About what he did to warrant being thrown out of practice. So.
Right.
Yeah, it don't matter. It doesn't matter to me, man. I mean, I'm not even going to lose any brain cells over what Ben does right now.
Wow.
I can't see him coming back. I can't see him wanting to come back to Philly. There's no way right now that this fan base will ever have him come back and they welcome him. He's turned his back on his teammates, bro. You can't turn your back on your teammates. Every moral fiber that I have couldn't muster up enough to say, all right, Ben, we can come back. You can come back. We're going to open you up with all open arms because I can't trust him. I can't play next to somebody I can't trust. You know, come on, man.
Apparently, Woj is tweeting this, that Simmons was tossed essentially for a refusal to participate in the next stage of the practice session.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which again is like, nah, I'm not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
This is calculated. I'm telling you, this is not somebody who just woke up and it was upset today.
You look on the stream, Ash said, and B said he can't babysit. Yeah, right, he can't babysit.
I'm not, I mean, this is quote, I'm not going to babysit. No, not at all.
Come on, man. I'm not going to. No, of course not, bro.
Words that you'll never hear come out of Eytan's mouth now.
I'll take Embiid as a babysitter. Anybody as a babysitter.
Yes, you would.
That's what I mean. Like,
would you take Ben?
No.
All right.
I can't trust him.
Yeah.
Can't. Look, you know what he needs? He needs to go and sit down with Mike Singletary.
Yeah.
You guys remember that tight end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he told him, look, I can't trust him. He said, I would rather go out and play with 10 men on the field and get flagged every single play than to have a guy like that.
Can't win with him. Can't do it.
Nope, can't do it.
No.
He saved his life, bro.
Yeah.
He saved his NFL career. He saved his life because he showed him you cannot be more important than a team.
Yeah.
It's a team. And he felt as though he was more important than the team. He kicked him out, not just practice. He kicked him out of game. Told him to take his helmet going in. He kicked him out of game. Bruh. That's the way, that's the whole mannerism that you need to be looking at. And that's the way I'm looking at this. He saved his life. From that point on, he played the highest of his ability from that point on.
Yeah.
He saved that tight end's life.
Yep.
And until somebody gets in Ben Simmons' head like that, he will be a wasted prodigy. Yes, I said prodigy. Because there's not a lot of guys 6'10" and can handle the rock like him. He is a total waste of talent.
Isn't that what Anthony used to call him? The prodigy. And then they play the song. The prodigy song. Not smack my bitch up.
Yeah, smack my bitch up. That's it.
I know.
That's it.
Oh my God.
I think that song's been canceled.
Oh, I love that song, man.
Yeah.
I love that song. But hey, at the end of the day, he is a totally wasted prodigy, bro. Totally wasted draft pick. He's a total waste of space right now. We shouldn't even be talking about him anymore. In fact, let's talk about Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers, you should have did this a long time ago, bro. You coddled him and babied him too much.
The organization did.
Yeah, man, all of them. All of them. They tried to get him out of here before. You can't do that, man. You can't do that. And I'm different from a lot of guys because I'll say it in his face. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what it is to be a player.
Well,
I wasn't as great. I wasn't as great.
It helps being 6'5" and, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can kind of stand up. You're not looking up at
it. Would be my pleasure.
Yeah. I would love to see that.
My pleasure. Because this is not how you want these kids to be looking at athletes, man. This is not how you want the people that, you know, that strive to be like you to go out there and be like that. That's what's wrong with these kids these days. They're too entitled, man. All these AAU teams and stuff have put them in a position where they think they're bigger than the world. They're bigger than the concept of team.
Right.
No, you're not bigger than a team.
No.
It's not the Ben Simmons. It's the 76ers. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. You just can't do this, man. This is not what sports is about. Sports is organized men together trying to accomplish specific goals, or women, you know, trying to accomplish a specific goal. You cannot go off on your own and think that you're going to be with a team concept. Okay, he should have been a boxer, or maybe she should have been a golfer. Maybe that's what he should have done. But he is not a team player, man. He is a cancer right now. And all these GMs are looking at this, bro. And they're like, man, I don't know if I want that cancer on the team. Regardless of what his talent is, man, sometimes the headache just isn't worth it, bro. It's just not worth it.
Cut bait. I think I agree with Eytan. Morey can now make a deal, get 40 cents back on the dollar or whatever it ends up being, and the fans will be okay with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. The
They're at
fans
their
been
wits'
okay
end
with it.
right now about
They've
it.
been.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? We say, Tone, you don't think man?
Tone's saying, "Come on, Barrett. I don't think you would pile on Ben like that."
Yes, I would. Yes, I would, because this is not what organized sports is about. We have too many young kids right now that are following examples like that. These kids that I'm coaching in Camden, they believe that, all right, if they ain't going their way, then they can just either quit or start moving. No, you can't do that. You got to get up, brush yourself off, and get back into it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, what's his name? Elon Musk? You think that you think that he just said, all right, they're not doing what I want them to do. They're not following my direction. I'm just going to take them. No, he went out there and kept working, man. You got to keep working, bro. This is not the right example that you want our younger generation to be looking at. You can't do it, man. You can't do it, man. You just can't do it, man. That's not what you want your last name to be depicted about. You don't want your last name to be looked at like, all right, Simmons is going to turn into an adjective now, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you a Simmons, bro.
You Simmons.
Yeah.
You bend. You pulled a bend.
Yeah,
now,
man.
Andrew Brandt just tweeted like 20 minutes ago. Daryl Morey is just as stubborn as Rich Paul and Ben Simmons. And more importantly, he has Simmons's money. At this point, advantage Sixers.
It is an advantage Sixers. Because at this point, since he's acting like this, these are all clauses in his contract that is contact unbecoming of a player.
So what was the point real quick that Brandt was making?
Well, I guess I don't necessarily agree. I guess because of the money, but it doesn't give him an advantage in the trade.
No, I think if anything, again, this is why I think this is more a concoction from Simmons's camp than it is the Sixers. Like Joel Embiid today sounds fed up on the surface with Simmons, but I'm fed up with what's the situation. And the situation is still part of the team that he's playing for. And if this team has any type of championship aspirations, as they should, with a guy who's right now number 2 on the preseason books to win the MVP, then you're going to need the pieces in place before 2 or 3 weeks into the season. You can't wait until January and then trade Simmons and say, now we're going on a championship run. So I think as much as the Sixers appear to be in control right now with leverage and all, because Simmons has done all this stuff, crazy stuff, I think both sides are going to come to a head where, again, I go back to what I said earlier, where this trade's going to happen. I'm telling you, this trade happens before Friday.
But Shan, look at this. Shan, look at this. I understand that, and we're not necessarily talking about the value again. At this point, I'm looking at that team now. That team now is ready and good enough right now to compete in the East. That's what I'm saying. With the people they have on the roster right now.
No way.
Now, will they be? Yeah,
they can't compete with Milwaukee or even Brooklyn without Kyrie right now, without somebody in place of Ben Simmons.
I agree. Yeah.
He was all-NBA defense. He was the second best defensive player in the league back.
Guys got to step up, man. So you think we're going to get somebody on his caliber coming in?
No.
Exactly. So from this point on, we got to look at it like this. They are good enough right now to compete. They're going to have to be good enough to compete.
But there's a middle ground between what you were saying, which is Ben Simmons is here versus Ben Simmons is not. And like, if I have Buddy Hield here, or if I have Malcolm Brogdon here, or if I have anybody other than just not having a body here, then you're in better shape. That's my point is, all right, you bring in Buddy Hield and somebody else, or you bring in Malcolm Brogdon and somebody, I don't know why I keep going back to these two guys, but if you bring in anybody of note, of value, now all of a sudden you've mitigated that loss. And I'm back to your point, which is, okay, the Sixers should be able to compete. But if you just take Ben Simmons away, especially defensively from this team, I don't know, man. You've got the Hawks, you've got the Knicks, you've got the Bulls who are kind of just hovering right now.
Right.
You're totally taking away. You're totally taking away. The fact that you have Tyrese Maxey. You got Thibault. You got guys that can go out there and still compete right now. And this is the roster they got to go forward with right now. And I still think they're going to be a lot better than what people are thinking right now with the Seth Currys, with the Danny Greens, Tobias Harris, with Tyrese Maxey in the lineup, who will average more. He will average more than 12 points a game. He will average more than that.
But you're giving up a lot more now
on defense.
on the other side.
Yeah. Here's a great tweet. At Go Sixers Go says Daryl Morey was ready to take on the whole country of China. You think he's afraid of Rich Paul?
That's pretty good.
That's outstanding.
That is great, man.
But you don't think Matisse Thybulle is a good enough defender?
No, I don't think that Matisse Thybulle alone, but he doesn't play enough minutes.
Well, it wasn't Ben alone. It was everybody that was helping out defensively.
But here's the thing, though. Ben was your anchor. Look how many minutes per game. Thybulle's at like 22, 23 minutes per game. You now have...
That's because Ben Simmons was on the floor.
Thank you. That's my point. Is that now you've
take Ben Simmons off the floor. Now I think Thybulle can go out there and be that defensive quality type of guy that can go out there and handle their best player.
He's not the passer, and he's not anywhere near the
We're talking about defensively.
No, but
that's what you have Tyrese Maxey for. He's the passer. He's the point guard now.
You're not going to hold on. You are now going to tell me that you're going to remove Ben Simmons, who outside of scoring and really shooting / free throws is a top 10 NBA player in the league. And you're going to say that you're going to replace that with two guys who haven't had proven minutes? That's a big risk on your part. That's all I'm saying.
No, what I'm saying is that, yes, we're talking about defensively. Defensively, I think we have Thybulle. He can go out there and be that defensive threat to go out there and cover the best player they have as far as an offensive player. But as far as distributing the ball, we have a point guard now, a point guard that will also contribute on the offensive. This is not a defensive league. We're talking about an offensive league. You got to score points to win, bro. You got to score points to win, and we have people right now that can score. Even Thybulle will put up 12 points a game. We know that Tyrese Maxey will put up points in throughout the game. So we're
putting up 14 a night, though. So you need somebody now to put up that and more in order to overcompensate.
You will have that in Maxey. You will have that in Maxey.
And you're going to get 18 a night from Max. I'll bet you right now $1,000 he doesn't average 18 a night.
Of course, he's not going to average 18 a night, but neither was Ben.
No, but that's the point, is that if you're losing...
Ben he averaged 14. He didn't average 14 a game. He averaged like 11.
No, I'm looking at it right here. He averaged 14 a night.
Ben Simmons' refusal to acknowledge the Flyers' victory may have been the result of him or causing him to get kicked out of practice.
That's
awesome.
What happened?
That's a great tweet.
Barrett,
You're looking for confirmation from Mercedes.
Yeah, I needed something. I think we agree. I agree with you if they get somebody back. That's where we disagree. Is they need, like, you can't just say, okay, Simmons is out and therefore they're okay, in my opinion. But if they get anybody, even like 50, 55 cents on the dollar back, then I'm with you, where this team is good enough to compete. But they need somebody back in return. Look, you're bringing Buddy Hield. All of a sudden, that is a lot of offense. Not to say that Buddy Hield is going to drop, 20 a night. But
I'm still trying to figure out where we're going to get, where are we going to get somebody back when he's totally destroyed any worth that he had by coming back and being an ass. That's what I'm saying.
Somebody wants him.
Yeah.
And you're right. You're right. It's probably not going to be the Lakers. It's probably not going to be the Clippers. This is where Minnesota and Cleveland and
I want it to be a Siberia of the NBA franchise. I want this guy stuck in hell. Yep. Seriously, NBA hell, Minnesota, Sacramento. Give me one of
Cleveland.
those teams. Yeah, exactly.
All right, we're out of here.
All right.
We'll see you tomorrow. Who the hell knows what's going to happen from now until then with Simmons? We know he's not playing Wednesday night, at least that. We'll try and check in. Kai Carlin's down in New Orleans, so maybe we can have him pop in. And anything with this football game now, a couple of days away with the Browns, but also our Birds in Vegas. So a lot.
Browns are banged up, man.
Ooh, not a good matchup to be on a short week. Hit that thumbs up button. We'll be back on Wednesday. Thank you, and make sure you're subscribed to the JAKIB Media YouTube page.
As a hard-working American, you've never experienced how tough life can be until now. A catastrophic injury while working on the job. A personal injury from someone else's negligence. Turned away by other law firms in the region who didn't bother to learn your story. It's time to meet the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm and managing partner Brian Fritz. Badly injured? Call the Fritz and Beyond Cooley Law Firm. Find out why they say, "We got this."
The savoring taste of a good bag of beef jerky is so enjoyable at any time of the day, as long as you can find it. Here's what we suggest. Pure Bull beef jerky is our answer, and soon it will be yours. Locally produced in the Philadelphia region, this high-quality, healthy protein snack is easy to secure. Go to steersnacks.com, and you'll see hot garlic, tropical heat, Pure Bull dry rub, and our favorite, Huck and Fod. What's that? Huck and Fod. Go now to steersnacks.com.
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass. Free.
What's that?
A rocks glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that.
Holy shit.
And you're telling me I can get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. One free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of Stateside Vodka. So good, it just disappears.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 98, is a proud sponsor of The Labor Show with JAKIB and Krause every Saturday night from 6 to 8 p.m. IBEW Local 98's highly trained and superbly skilled electricians are the best in the business, setting the highest safety standards in the electrical industry. So when you're planning your next industrial, commercial, or residential project, choose an IBEW Local 98 union contractor. Learn more at IBEW98.org.
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the game. Go for the hits. Go for the fans. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.